Atma Namaste, everyone. Christian R. Long, life enhancement consultant, giving you a big and beautiful shout out on this Tuesday evening. Again, doesn't look like the evening behind me. Fuguni, what's up? Eric, what's up? Atma Namaste. But I'm hanging out my old stomping grounds here in Belmar, Colorado. So Belmar is like the ritzy place of Lakewood, Colorado, and Lakewood, Colorado is pretty much right next to Denver, Colorado. You guys want to check out this view? What's up, Ted? Atma Namaste. Check out this view. It's amazing. So this used to be my old stomping grounds back in the day, and I just went to everybody's favorite healthy food store. Oh, hey, look at the Whole Foods. Look, there's a hole where the O is for Whole Foods. Wow. Everyone's favorite, Target. Yes. You're probably thinking, Christian, why are you showing us this? I don't know. Hey, Heather, Atma Namaste. Mini, Atma Namaste. How are you? I'm just showing you, giving you a little exposure of, not where I came from, because I actually came from my mother, and I lived in Massachusetts for most of my growing up time of my life. But being here in Denver, Colorado, 5 years, love everything about it. So, what topic are we going to be talking about tonight? Good morning from Malaysia. Woohoo! Yeah, it's a totally beautiful sunset. You guys seem to have a tendency to follow me when I'm running errands. So I'm running another errand. I'm actually walking there. I'm not driving there because I don't want to drive and do videos for you. It's just not safe. I'm crossing a very busy street right now. Pray for me. Make sure God and the great ones are protecting this body. No accidents. Everything is smooth and easy. Scott, Atma Namaste. Thomas, Atma Namaste. Susie, Atma Namaste. Good to have you guys on. Okay, so tonight's topic is why I'm not all the way in vegan. Now, for those of you who do not know, veganism is where you do not eat any animal products of any kind. You do not eat any animal products of any kind. So that's a vegan. Now, just like with any diet, it's relative to the individual and there are certain needs and requirements, right? So you can't make blanketed statements necessarily to say that this person should only be a meat eater, this person should only be a vegetarian or a vegan, this person should only do paleo, right? There's many different factors of what a person's body requires for calories, for their micronutrients, for their macronutrients, for certain vitamins, whether they're a man, whether they're a woman, whether they're a young child, whether they're an athlete, whether they're elderly. So there's all these different factors. Now, I'm not a licensed dietitian, so I'm not here giving anyone tips and tricks on how to take care of their diet. I know what works for me, and I love it. My body is super healthy with the blessings of God and my teacher, Grandmaster Choa Kok Sui, with all of his guidance over the many years that I've been a professional energy healer. So one of the things that I use in my diet on a regular basis, and when I say regular, I pretty much mean once a day. Hey, Tanya, Atma Namaste. Kelly, Atma Namaste. Chris, Atma Namaste. Hope you guys are doing well. And this goes against the veganism. You know how you have certain people that say, I'm a vegetarian and I eat eggs, so they're like an ovo-vegetarian. So I would be like the vegan who has cream in his coffee in the morning, right? And honey. You're like, wait a minute, then you're not a vegan. Let me explain. I've tried multiple non-dairy vegan creamers. Not one of them does it for me. Not one. I've tried like probably 7 or 8 of them. And you're like, well, dude, then stop drinking coffee. Well, I haven't made that choice yet because it's my body, just like it's your body, and we have free will, and we can choose what we want, when we want, how we want it. Here's another interesting thing. I learned this from one of the masters in pranic healing many years ago. You guys might get value out of this. So I was telling him about a hard time that I was having and how I kept shooting myself in the foot and making the same mistake over and over again. And he asked me the question, he goes, when does a child He goes, when did you stop playing with toys? I go, what do you mean? He goes, did somebody have to sit down and have a conversation with you and say, Christian, it's time to stop playing with toys. You need to put them away. And I'm like, no. He goes, well, what happened? I said, I don't know. I just decided one day to stop playing with toys. He goes, exactly. So when the soul is ready to mature, when the soul is ready to evolve, when the soul is ready to become a better person, the soul will start leading the person's mental body, emotional body, and physical body. So that's why it's not a good idea to force people. Just have it black like I do. Of course Scott has it black. I wouldn't expect anything else. What's up, Pam? Atma Namaste. Long time. Michael, Atma Namaste. So you cannot force, and everyone know this one? Panera. Somebody said to me on the stream yesterday, they go, this guy moves around a lot. If they only knew how much I move around, it would blow their minds. Anyways, where's I going with this? So when a soul is ready to evolve, the soul will naturally start putting the toys away. And the toys can take on many, many different forms. The toys could take on drama in your intimate relationships. The toys could be letting go of bad money habits. The toys could be kind of, sort of playing around with your meditation or your spiritual practice, right? And then there comes a point in the soul's growth and evolution that says, you know what? I'm done with this. No more. I'm deeply committed to my spiritual practice. I'm deeply committed to loving and serving my family. I'm deeply committed to starting my entrepreneurial endeavor that's important to me. I'm deeply committed. And Master Choa says, you can tell the development of the soul by how much the soul takes responsibility for its life. I'll say that again. You can tell the development of the soul or of the person by how much the person takes responsibility for their own life. So if you hear somebody always blaming everything else, the economy, the politicians, their friends, their family members, their upbringing, where they live, where they work, if they're always blaming other people, that's an indicator, at least in that area that they're complaining about, that they're not taking responsibility for their life. So that's an indicator of a more advanced soul. When the person goes, hey, I don't like my situation in life, I don't like my intimate relationships, I don't like how my finances have been showing up, I don't like how this has been showing up, but you know what? I'm 100% responsible. It's no one else's fault but mine. But here's the beauty. When you take responsibility for your own life, guess what? You're empowered. You're empowered to start moving forward. You're empowered to let go of the story, to let go of the past, to let go of the toys. One of the toys being irresponsibility, holding onto the toy of irresponsibility. Let me show you guys another cool view. You ready? So this is in Belmar, Colorado, which is in Lakewood, Colorado, which is right next to Denver, Colorado. So this is like the really like ritzy, cool place. I'm not showing you the coolest part because for me the coolest part is not the glitz and glamour. For me the coolest part is the mountains and the vistas. So check it out. See the mountains in the distance? So this is west. See how the sun's setting in the west? So this is the west. Miracles, not kidding you, miracles happened here. Because this is where I really built my healing practice, right in this area. So with the blessings of God and my teacher, Grandmaster Choa Kuk Sui, I was given the ability to help a lot of people do a lot of healing. So I'm super, super grateful for this area. So Andrea, what's up? Carlton, Atma Namaste. Shannon, Atma Namaste. Nitulika, Atma Namaste. Sorry if I said that wrong. Amy, Atma Namaste. Amanda, Atma Namaste. So, I'll like your comments. Thanks, guys. All right, so going back to what I was talking about of veganism. So veganism, again, is when you're not eating anything that is animal-based. So even honey if you're a true die-hard core vegan, you don't even eat honey because it's a form of, or it's seen as a form of abuse to the bees. That the bees are being worked overtime to produce honey on a commercial scale, so it's not seen as a good thing, right? But why do I still eat honey? Number one, I eat honey because the work that I do as a professional energy healer, my bodies require a certain kind of energy or prana to properly and rapidly heal my clients. And so the energy that is primarily generated eating royal jelly. So royal jelly is what they feed the queen bee. Royal jelly is what they feed the queen bee to make her grow super, super fast to basically maintain the hive. That has golden and red prana or energies, which are very, very important, especially if you're working with clients that their physical bodies are very, very weak. They're pulling or drawing energy from the practitioner. So if I want to be able to heal 7 people that have severe physical ailments back to back to back to back, it's going to require me to have very high pranic energy levels. Now, we do that through our meditation practice. We do that through pranayama or breathing practices. We do that through keeping a strong connection to our higher selves, to the teacher, to the great ones, to God, to be a conduit or an instrument of healing energy for our patients or our clients. But every little bit helps. So sleep helps, good nutrition helps, good supplementation helps, good thoughts and feelings about your client and your patients help. So that's why I still eat honey as part of my diet. And you're like, but what about the creamer? You don't have to eat creamer. You're right, I don't. Guilty as charged. Not perfect, not righteous, never said I was. I still have lessons and I'm still growing. But other than that, for pretty much about a year now-ish, roughly, approximately, no meat products and a little bit of cream in my coffee and then honey on a daily basis. And body's never been healthier. Emotional stability has never been better. Mental clarity has never been better. So I recommend it. Now again, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm actually a certified nutritionist, but I'm not a dietitian. So if you're like, oh, I want to change my diet. I want to go vegan. I want to go paleo. I want to go and become a breatharian. I'm not the one qualified to give you that information. That's entirely up to your general practitioner and a dietitian to figure out. But an interesting study, I saw 2 different videos on this of a gentleman, I believe that it was a heart surgeon in, I want to say Illinois. I could be wrong. You can look it up on YouTube. He was a heart surgeon somewhere in the United States. And he found out that when people switched to a vegan diet, meaning no animal products, that's including dairy, no cheese, no milk, no cream, and no honey. And these people were right on the verge of going into surgery, heart surgery, that they started having a plant-based diet, right? Because when you say veganism, it triggers all these like weird things within people. It paints like not the best images for people. So when you say plant-based diet, more people can get on board with that. They're like, oh yeah, plants are good. Yeah, plant-based diet, right? It's called a euphemism. It's not only how you're saying something, it's what you're saying. So he found out that when people got on a plant-based diet, their arteries were able to get cleaner and healthier within a 2-week period of time, and they didn't need to have surgery. And he saw this time and time and time again. That kind of blows my mind that people, after 2 weeks of doing a vegan-based diet, they don't have to have heart surgery, and their medication amounts are reduced dramatically. Now again, I'm not a doctor. I don't claim to be a doctor. Talk with your general practitioner to find out more information about this. But isn't that fascinating that just removing animal products from your diet, artery clogging products from your diet, and living a plant-based diet, you can live a healthier, higher quality of life. So let's see. Sorry guys, I'm going to go back to